So today we're back at Glenn's place. Glenn's a master breeder of shrimp and guppies, and today we're going to be doing a full tour of his place. He's kindly invited me back. We've just had a really quick look around, and I tell you what, it looks absolutely amazing today. I think it definitely looks better than last time. There's some stuff here that I've never seen before. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be totally worth it because there's just so much here to see. So, what do you reckon? We just get into it?
Yeah, come on
Awesome,
in.
Man. Alrighty, so where do you reckon we start today?
I want to start with the classics. So
Alrighty.
these are the first shrimp I ever started with, probably back, I think it was 2009. And it's been my first love forever. Red and white, just simple and clean. The quality now is very different to what it was 11, 12 years ago, you know. These are a lot nicer. It's been a long journey trying to get these guys right, but yeah. Definitely a very satisfying tank to look at when it's gone right.
So this is a tank of obviously crystal reds.
Yep.
And this is like the purest line you can probably get.
Yeah, triple S. Most of them are crown patterns, but my favorite's the Mazura flower. There's a lot of technical issues with Mazura flowers in that they create too much white in the body, and they tend to be a little bit not as solid as the crown body. So you have to do quite a good mixture every once in a while. Most people start their journey from this particular shrimp.
They look so good.
Yeah.
I've never seen them look this good.
Have you seen the, can you see the legs, how the legs are red? If you look,
Yeah.
if you concentrate properly in there, yeah, that's what makes the quality. So most of the real shrimp enthusiasts, they look at how colored the legs are.
And you've had these for 9 years. Wait, no.
No,
Yeah,
a
this
lot
is
more than that. Oh, shoot.
2009 you said?
Yeah, 14.
14
14 years, yeah.
How many did you start out with?
Started out with 8, and they were $150 each when they first came out. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? My credit card got completely knocked out, but it was one of those moments where I walked in, I saw it, and I was just like, I have to have these. Obviously, I got into quite a bit of trouble, you know, taking out the credit card and destroying it, but believe it or not, I did everything wrong there is to shrimp keeping, and somehow they still bred.
Wow.
Yeah, and it just got me hooked.
How much are these worth now?
They still average, at that quality, they still average between 100 to 150 each, sometimes maybe up to 500 for a competition grade. That's 1 in 1,000 though, that's 1 in 1,000. But the culls, which is right up this tank, if you look at them, the quality is very, very different. They only go for like $5, $7.50
Yeah, these
each.
suck, dude.
Yeah.
Like, look how good they look.
Yeah, but that's the D tank actually.
The D tank?
That's the D tank.
What does that mean?
I got a backup B tank, a C tank, and a D tank. So in terms of which is my best tank, that's definitely number 1.
Okay.
That's 2, that's 3, and that's the worst tank.
Oh, okay, so like
Yeah.
this is,
The rejects of the rejects of the rejects.
okay. And these are just like backup. So
Yeah.
you can like continue to like, but these all came from what, 9 shrimp, 8 shrimp or something?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and trust me, I've had a lot of bad luck as well, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So I've learned that 2 tanks is actually not enough. And what you tend to find is that when you select and cull, the ones that you don't like, you put in the B tank. Sometimes they end up even just as good as the A tank. You make a mistake, you go, oh, crap, okay, I'll keep them there, and then the removals from the B tank go to the C, and the C to the D.
Look at these little cute babies there.
Yeah.
Look at the size. That's a tiny little shrimp.
It's the best part, seeing that little tiny shrimp romp around.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. Nice. All right. So those are the crystals.
Yeah.
The most common Caridina shrimp.
Yeah, yeah.
What
And then
else?
there's the black compatriot, I suppose. Not everybody's cup of tea, black and white. I actually don't understand why, because I love black and white.
Yeah, these look sick.
Yeah. They're actually renowned for being very hard to line breed. They're much harder than the red and whites. If you look at the white body properly, it's quite brownish. Sometimes there's a bit of brown, sometimes there's a bit of, it's not as solid.
Oh, look at this troop here.
Yeah, you can see the black legs.
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah, that's the best part. I love those black legs.
Oh, he's unreal.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And
Yeah.
I see there's also a little seed shrimp in here, like on the floor.
Yep.
They don't bother the shrimp at all, do they?
No, seed shrimps don't. but they can outcompete with the babies for food, absolutely. You just got to make sure you don't overfeed the tank and have an overpopulation.
So how do we go about like doing that? Like how do you care for these tanks?
Wow. So the first thing is making sure you have the right water parameters. That's definitely the most important thing for Caridina shrimp. Most people use either a mixture of rainwater or RO water. RO water is what I use. And they've got to have a KH of 0. They prefer a GH of 3 to 4 or a TDS of 100 to 150. And their pH preference is between 5.5 to 6.5. It's actually easier than you think. It sounds really complicated, but there's really only 2 things I do. So I use ADA soil and RO water. And the second thing is I just have a good remineralizer, like a good GH+.
Right, so it's like we take the water and then we just add stuff to it before we put it in.
Yeah, like prepare the water. Like when you do your water changes for certain fish, you have to prepare the water first. You know, some of them don't like the chlorines and chloramines. It's basically the same thing. Look at all the babies in the back.
Bro, I can't believe how many babies there are in here. Like, look at the filter.
Yeah, it's just a sponge filter and a UGF filter. That's
It's
it.
unreal, and they stand out so much on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, oh, that's what I was going to ask. So how often are you changing water on all these Caridina tanks?
There's quite a few different styles. I do 15% a fortnight. Some people do 30% a week to make them grow quicker. Some people don't water change at all. For me, I've understood that the moment the nitrates hit 10 to 20 ppm, that becomes a problem for the shrimp.
Okay.
So you only water change just to get rid of your nitrates.
So are you testing the water or?
No, I actually just look at the way the shrimp behave. I've done this for so long, I can tell literally from the way they behave. And it's a really simple process. If they're not moving, if they're not constantly hungry and eating, there's something wrong.
What temperature is this room as well? Like, do you just heat the tanks or do you?
20 to 24.
20 to 24.
So look over there, there's an air con.
Do they breed better at 20 or 24?
22 is probably the optimum, like 22 to 23.
Okay.
They can survive up to 28 with no issues, but you find that you have to really oxygenate the tank extensively.
oxygen.
Yeah, they really, really need their oxygen, especially for the biofilm to grow in these tanks.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really that simple, but people overcomplicate things.
For
like,
sure.
I'll say it again, ADA soil, RO water, GH remineralizer, that's it. Yeah, and the rest is just making sure you have a good filtration system.
Like a sponge filter.
Yeah.
I reckon, do you want to go up to this tank? Because I saw some really cool stuff up here.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's in this one here?
So these are orange eye blue tigers crossed with crystal reds. It's a line breeding project I've been doing for, I think, since 2016, so 7 years? Yeah. There's a lot of people out there in the world that have done a really, really amazing job. That's a really, really nice one, by the way.
Ooh,
Perfect
yeah.
tiger stripes, white body and red body. Nice even ratio.
So
But
you're
it's
trying to create these.
That's exactly what I'm trying to create, yeah.
So here in Australia, like, I mean, you can't just really buy that shrimp there. You have to make it yourself, right?
So back in 2016, there was no such thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I made it by myself, but they've reached the countries now. There's some really, really good ones out there. And I've actually got a colony of really, really nice ones. I can show you
Let's
in
go
a
have
second.
a look. Yeah, let's go look at it now.
So these are the top of the top. And you can see the difference straight away once you look at the solidarity and the
Oh,
strikingness.
Funny thing is, I probably saw all this last time, but like, I can't remember it because it was so overwhelming at how good everything was. So like,
This is definitely the most popular shrimp in the world at the moment. Yeah, up there with boas. It's just so striking. Like such a really cool set of colors, and not one shrimp looks the same. Like we all obviously go for a very, very specific pattern. Like you either go really white or really red or a 50-50. So some people that have fancy tigers, they specialize in just this one particular shrimp. You can see people with tanks and tanks and tanks of them.
how much is something like these worth?
Like the first time they came out in the world, they were going for $2.5 grand each. Champion grade, by the way, not low grade. The ones that I have over there that I've made myself, they go for $5 each.
Okay.
Again, it's like 1 in 1,000 that you would get something like that. The last time we spoke, they were 150 each.
Yeah.
They're going for around 40 to 150 now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the price can go down fairly drastically from demand and supply. You know, if someone breeds them really well, obviously, then it'll be cheaper as well.
So I noticed there's like a breeder box in here. Or
Yeah.
what's this for?
Anytime I don't like a particular look of a shrimp, I just remove it and I put it in that box there.
Okay. Okay.
I either have friends that buy from me or shops, or I just keep them there as backup. So it's a
That's
tank
smart.
inside a tank.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
smart. Okay.
Surprisingly, they do really well in there. There's no issues at all. They
So
don't.
these ones you've picked out here, like this shrimp here.
Yeah, I didn't like that boy. Yeah. You can see though, he doesn't have the perfect stripe look that I'm looking for.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's a bit patchy, all that stuff.
So he's just not quite up to
He's not cool enough, yeah.
But he'll get sold to someone else and they can use him for...
Yeah.
Cool.
Some people just love the look of like the random patterns. So yeah, everyone's different.
Let's stand up. Oh, these are cool.
Yeah, that's my own personal project. Like I made my own super blacks from the crystal black shrimp.
Okay, so these are crystal black, but more black, less...
As black as possible. Yeah.
They look
I like them completely black with just one white stripe.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
Look at the... Oh, like that one there.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Oh, dude, these are way better than last time.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Some of them have grown up a fair bit, so their colours
Yeah.
are just more solid.
They're so good, man. They're so good.
Yeah, I like them. Believe it or not, they're not that popular.
Yeah, because, I don't know, people have weird
Yeah,
tastes.
everyone's got a taste, right?
So, and these are super reds then?
Yep.
Or- yeah, nice.
Like I said last time, I made my blacks from the reds. It was a long process of crossing crystal blacks to the super reds and then slowly line breeding it back. And then taking out all the red offspring as well that were recessive, and yeah, long process. I think that was around 216 or 218 when I started as well. But it's been easier than most shrimp.
So, okay, for instance, these shrimp here. One day, 2016, you're like, oh, I'm gonna turn these into a black shrimp.
Yeah.
How the heck do you do that? Like, how the heck do you go from a red shrimp
To a black. Well, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to research. Like you've got to figure out whether there's certain X or Y linked traits to the shrimp, whether the colors are dominant or recessive, whether it's co-dominant. And from that research, I've always used Mendel's law to figure out how my F2 and F3 are going to look like. And I think it can be quite easy sometimes. Once you find out what's recessive and dominant, you can pretty much predict how long it'll take to get to the end of the road. Yeah, some people say shrimp are complicated, but I'm not sure about that.
So someone's already done like the work out there, you just got to do the recipe.
Yeah, and I've seen people do it as well. Sometimes you see the guys from Germany or Taiwan, and some of them are willing to share their formula because they know how long it takes to do this process. The way I did it was I crossed a male super red, exactly the one that you're filming right now. I crossed a red male to a crystal black female.
Like one of these, right?
Yeah, and I actually went for the one with the most black, so what we call the S pattern, which is the band. But there's actually one girl right here in front of you that's got quite a good S band.
So we would take like a girl like her.
Yeah. And the offspring all actually look like that. Yeah, there's another girl here, there's one here.
Yeah, so one of these girls, like you just grab her out, put her in a tank with that boy.
Yep.
They breed, and then you just
kept culling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had to wait for the first generation was all going to be blacks with a red recessive. So I had to just wait for generation 2 and 3 and I would see changes in the pattern.
So they'll grow out and they'll all be like crystal blacks or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you just keep breeding that.
Yeah, in this particular genetic combination, yeah, it was all crystal blacks at the start.
Okay, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to do some stuff like that because I've never really done it.
I think that's why Caridinas are so popular because there's so much. It's like the new Guppies, right? Yeah, it's the shrimp guppy world.
Yeah.
So I started with 1 boy and 4 girls. That was my start.
Oh, you're changing my mind. I got to get these. I keep telling customers, oh,
I would encourage you to have a look at those. So we were talking about the fancy reds.
yes.
So they originated from this crossed with that. They're a very, very cool shrimp. These are orange eye blue tigers.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a mixture of really rusty girls
Yes.
and blonde boys and light blue ones. I like the light blue ones. Like there's one there. There's a light
yeah,
blue
so
one
this
there.
one here in the middle?
Yeah, look how cool the stripes are.
Yeah, that's way cooler.
Yeah, for me it's way more attractive than a full rusty one like that. I crossed a boy orange eye blue tiger to crystal red females.
Ah.
There's a bit of a funny, interesting note here that the female orange eye blue tiger will not cross to a crystal red male. A German breeder just mentioned it once, so I've always done any tiger species is male to the crystals, which are female, and it's always worked for me.
For instance, this girl would not be able to breed with a boy crystal.
No. Theoretically, no. I've never tried it. I just knew that whatever was working for the Germans, I was just gonna
copy
do it.
it.
Yeah, just copy it and do it straight away.
Learn from someone else's
Yeah,
mistake.
pretty much. They're a very underrated shrimp. Like, look at those eyes.
When I'm chowing on that
creepy.
food, yeah, it's awesome. It's like when you see a deer in headlights.
Yeah. Fun fact, they're blind.
Really?
You know, like a lot of albinos are visually impaired.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same for them. So they're a lot more approachable. Like most of the time when you put your net in a shrimp tank,
Yeah, easy
they'll
to catch.
fly. Yeah, but if you put a net in there, they'll just look at it and walk into it.
All right. Let's keep going on this rack because I love the Caradinas. Like I just love them.
Actually, that's my favorite pattern right there. Oh. So how I was telling you, the very first shrimp that I saw that caught my eye, it's that exact pattern.
Where'd you see this?
Jodie at Fish Chick Aquatics. Do you remember?
Really?
Do you remember
Yeah,
her?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, Jodie used to have all the weird and wonderfuls, and I used to walk in there just wanting to see what would come up, what I would see, and I always saw something new that I never saw. You see it in America and Japan, and you're thinking, man, I wish they were here in the hobby. And I saw that particular one male like that, and I just lost my mind.
And this is group 2 of these, right?
This is group 2,
Yeah.
and I think group 2 is starting to be group 1.
Yeah, like
When you look at them, you're like, ah, shit, I made a mistake.
Yeah. No, you didn't. You made a mistake that led to a success. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. Also, white legs. That's another attractive quality. Like most of them have red legs, but I like the fact that he's got white legs.
It's fun because it's like painting.
Yeah.
But with, line
Pretty
reading.
much.
That's very cool. What are these next door? Backup group?
Yeah, this is the backup yellow galaxies that we talked about, but this is a weird one. Can you see this one right here?
Yeah.
I want to make a golden yellow steel. So it's not like a golden bee that's brown. I want it to be yellow. So that's something that it's in the works. And there's a few pintos at the back that are quite white. And I just want to see how much white I can put into the yellow pintos rather than...
Wait, where are the pintos?
So these are all called yellow galaxy pintos.
Okay.
Yeah. And I wanted to see how much white I could put in some of them.
So how would you go about that, taking one of these and...
For the moment, it's gonna be a bit of a just set and see what happens because I don't have enough tanks. If I wanted to do it properly, I would have to have a tank purely for just white.
Have you ever thought about just quitting gymnastics to become a shrimp breeder?
No. Because then it stops being a hobby. Like
Yeah,
there's
true.
stake in it. I want to do this because I want to come in and do it on my own personal time.
Oh, well, you could definitely do it, man.
Yeah.
Maybe when you're retired from gym.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll be coming, your hair will be grey.
Grey, long beard.
Yeah.
Long grey beard. Like this.
Sensei.
Sensei shrimpster.
That's cool. And then let's go look at the really good groups. So these are the really nice ones up here, right?
Yeah, what we call like the technically really good groups.
They're stunning.
Yeah. So a lot of people like what's called the zebra or the fishbone pattern.
Yeah.
I tend to like the non-technical ones. Like I tend to like the crazy weird ones.
Yeah.
But this is classically what they call the better group.
So this would like that one there is like got that nice.
That's a fishbone, yeah. Fishbone right there. But it's not actually that good because it doesn't have a lot of galaxy spots.
Where's a good one?
I would say this one in front's probably a better one because of the head.
This one here.
Yeah, you can see how the head has quite a lot of spots in it. Yeah, the more spots the better, of course. Yeah, I can't wait to show you the snowflakes.
Show me them. Let's look at them.
I got a bunch of snowflakes recently from another breeder, so they weren't my work. But you know, sometimes people just do a much better job and you got to appreciate them for what they are, but check out the female on that corner, yeah.
Yeah, here, that's an unreal shrimp.
Just wait for it to turn to the side. Always when you want him to turn left.
Okay, it goes behind the silicon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more Zoolander references.
I can't turn left.
Yeah, that's cool. Look at that one there too.
Yeah, the red's stunning, isn't it?
So you got red and black ones in here.
Yeah, it's not actually meant to be a line bred tank. I have a bit of an experiment with a friend. Here's another really nice. I'll grab these two really nice ones to come in front. The one there's still really
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
all right. Oh, I love coming here. It's so nice seeing
Yeah.
all these things. It's so therapeutic, just like, I just can't believe how good they look.
Yeah, they're freaking cool.
Like I say it every time, but like, there's something about your room where like, I find every tank I look at could be my favorite. Easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's years of hoarding.
yeah,
man.
there's not
Years.
not a single bad tank. Like, they're seriously, everything's got something so cool to look at. And just like, every tank's full of shrimp.
Yeah, that's just because I've learned the hard way. I've learned the hard way that when you oversell, you get into a lot of trouble. Like the shrimps don't do as well.
I oversell everything, so.
You know how we were talking about business? I love this. I love looking at shrimp more than
Yes.
overselling.
It's not about the money for you.
Yeah, for me, it's like I love a tank with full shrimps. Like, yeah, the money doesn't cut it for me as much.
No, it's not about that. Money supplements it.
Yeah, money definitely supplements it, and we need it. Like, especially for this friggin' room, and how expensive it can get with the aircon.
Yeah.
But yeah, a full tank comes first. So you can see like this tank, there's not a lot because they're all brand new shrimps. It's not as cool as the one on the left when it's just hoarding with heaps and heaps.
So this container here in the middle, so these you've picked out from
Yeah,
this.
so they're culls from another generation of different types of Pintos that I had in there. And I'm just slowly picking them out because I couldn't pick out all the babies. And they don't crossbreed when they're that small.
Yeah.
So it's just a gradual, like every time I see one that's good enough, like for instance, there's one that's good enough right now. So
Yep.
hey, this little baby one's appeared. So I'll pick up this little baby.
Yep.
All right, you're out of the tank. You're out of the cool group.
So now he's gonna just grow out in this little box.
Yep.
And he won't infect, well, like that's not the right word, but he won't
Breed with the others.
won't breed, yeah. He can keep everything in here
Yeah.
exactly as you want it.
Yeah. This
Like-
tank used to be it was all about being blue.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the snowflakes, like I just couldn't resist. I was like, oh man, these are the coolest shrimp I've seen in a long time. So I just quit. I quit this project, which is just blue, and just went for snowflakes instead. Because the snowflakes are blue as well.
Yeah.
So it kind of complements what I wanted to do originally.
What other Caridinas haven't we looked at yet?
I think the Galaxy Tigers is something that I'm.
Oh, we haven't looked at these.
Yeah,
either.
the Shadow Pandas.
yes.
They were your favorite?
Yes.
I still maintain they are.
Yeah, they definitely are.
When you cross the pandas to the fancy tigers, I'll show you the Galaxy Tigers, which are next.
Wait, okay, so this one
Cross to this one,
with this one.
over 3 generations becomes these
Oh,
ones.
yeah, sick.
And these were the ones that I self-made for years and years and years. That's a very nice one. Typically
Oh,
a very
yeah.
nice one. Or that one.
How much would this shrimp be worth?
They used to go for a lot. Like, they used to go for 100 to 300 a piece. But I would say that if I sold it in the market right now, you wouldn't get more than $15 to $30. They're just not as popular here. Yeah. But I love them.
Yeah, they're cool. They're definitely cool.
Yeah, and you notice that the
Which is-
tiger stripes are very different to a fancy tiger. It's more like what we call a Nanashi pattern, which is 2 up, 3 down. So that's a perfect example
Which
of a
one?
juvie.
That one?
Yeah, you can see there's 3 stripes at the bottom of the back of the tail,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like 2-ish at the top.
This one I'm looking at right now.
No, that
Oh,
this
okay.
this boy here. I don't know, you can see it. Yeah, this little one that will come out. Yeah,
Okay, so that's a perfect one there.
close to.
What about that one on the...
Not stripy enough, but very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't consider that as good. Okay, this one is pretty cool.
That one on the net right now?
Yeah, the one on the net right now. You can see the patterning.
Oh, yeah.
See what I mean by the patterning?
That's like kind of the goal there.
Yeah. And then another good one is like this one's quite nice. These two.
Oh, yeah. They look like ants.
Yep.
They do. Look, they're black.
Blue
legs.
ants. How cool are blue ants?
Very cool.
But you get what I mean by they don't look like the fancy tigers, but they're still a tiger stripe.
Sure.
Yeah. And then there's the ruby counterparts. So
Where are they?
the rubies are over here. And there's actually quite a lot of average looking ones. But again, this is not a very popular shrimp. But it's definitely one of my favorites. So these two are very, very nice. Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's cool. So these are like the same, but different.
Same, but different, yeah.
Just a different color body.
Yeah. Some people love red. One on the left. Yeah.
Look at him. Or her.
Yeah. But the latest thing right now is there's a purple.
What?
There is a metallic purple.
Have you got it?
I do. It's hidden behind. I'll try and find it for you.
The secret
stash. Yeah, the secret stash. So you might not be able to. I'll do my best. Just give me a second.
So that's a good one there. That's a
That's
purple.
a purple. If you look at it
Wow.
properly, you can see it's actually a metallic purple.
So these are like new to Australia, are they?
Yeah, they're pretty darn new. This is just what's called my Nanashi tank, so it's another type of Pinto. And sometimes the reds can actually be purple as well. There you go. It's a hint of purple in there.
How long before like you get, I don't know, them perfect? How long will it take?
This one's been one of my biggest challenges for a really, really long time. They tend to go purple when they're adults. Oh, sorry. There's one really, really nice one. Really, really nice one. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's just like a metallic purple. They only turn purple when they're a lot older. So half the time you can't predict or see how purple they get until they're at adult stage.
Sure.
And they tend to be a lot more fragile than usual. So this is, yeah, very, very tough. That's why I have so much backup in here. I do find it very hard to line breed less than 10 shrimp in one tank because of overfeeding or just monitoring them in general. But this one's definitely been my biggest challenge.
So you said what? You find it hard to line breed less than 10 shrimp?
Yeah, in general, they're quite social creatures.
Okay.
And I have itchy hands. I want to feed them. I really enjoy feeding them. But when you have a tank that's 60 liters and 10 shrimps, you practically don't have to feed them for months and months and months, because if you have the tank water parameters correct, they actually eat all the bacteria and biofilm that grows in the tank. So they're more than capable of eating and breeding from just 10 shrimp. It's really hard to realize that that's happening. Like, you just want to feed them because you think you're taking care of them.
Hungry.
Yeah, they look hungry all the time as well, and you can't help it. And sometimes all it takes is one mistake and you lose like a vital female that was necessary for that breeding process, or a male.
I mean, they're bottom feeders,
Yeah.
bottom of the food chain. They pick at rocks all day.
Yeah,
But they don't
yeah.
eat a lot. You know?
No, not at all. And you know, they eat very, very, very little. Like 1 gram of food will probably feed 500 shrimps. So having to like do this and feed them and just trying to resist, yeah, it can be quite hard. A lot of people have trouble with shrimp purely because of this one particular reason. And I tell people all the time, don't feed your shrimp if they've got less than 10, and people don't want to listen, you know, because they think they're being cruel, but it's actually the opposite.
Yeah, well, my old fish room, I turned that into like a shrimp breeding room. I don't think it goes.
Yeah.
I go there once a week and throw food in.
Exactly,
That's it,
exactly.
yeah. And they breed like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, because they just eat everything in the tank.
These shadow pandas, they're the last ones right before we've finished all the Caradinas, aren't they?
Let's have a quick look. Yeah, you've seen all the galaxies,
I just want
you've
to look
seen
at
all
these,
the red wines.
because we didn't give these any appreciation, and they are my favorite. But that is a cool.
Well, there's the red wine counterpart, I suppose.
Oh yeah, we'll go look at
So
those.
we'll look at those, and they're mixed with. So these are the red wines. Red wine panda patterns, I suppose.
So panda patterns, like, how do you describe a panda pattern?
Like striped. That's a perfect panda right there. Yeah.
That's a panda.
Or that one up here, yeah, this one. Yeah, that's a panda. The word panda originally came from the black and blue shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah, but they just call, because it's what they call them as a pattern, so
So-
you just call them pandas anyway, like red panda.
This one here is a panda.
Yep. That's a boy panda.
That's like a perfect one there.
Yeah, shadow panda. Shadow means
shadows-
blue.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of white pandas in the world anymore. Everyone got too obsessed with making shadow pandas, and everyone forgot about white pandas.
So white
there's-
panda's just black and white.
Yeah, but they're rare as hen's teeth now. Like, there's no breeders with white pandas.
All right, if you're watching this video, white pandas.
Yeah, white pandas. And dragon bloods.
Oh yeah,
You're
we miss these.
Yeah, the simple looking ones, but everyone
they're-
loves them.
Yeah, they're unreal.
Yeah. I didn't like them at first. When I saw them in videos, I didn't like them at all. Didn't like the photos of them. And then one day I got convinced to have some and wholesome, and I can't imagine myself without a dragon tank since.
So what makes them a dragon?
It's the golden body with the red coloring all over them. They were actually created by a breeder in Germany, and they were called red calceos, but the Taiwanese breeders loved it so much, but renamed them as golden dragons.
That's sick.
Yeah, I think it's a fitting name. I actually like calling them golden dragons than red calceos.
What are these worth?
Oh, they're cheap. They're like $3 to $4 each.
Let's go, we're getting some.
You want some? I got heaps.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
heaps.
We're getting some. I have to get an RO system. You have to show me
Yeah.
how to do that.
Oh, that's all right. Just look,
Wait,
just
can
practice.
you show me
with
RO
it.
system
Yeah,
actually?
yeah, yeah. My RO system's actually quite primitive.
Yeah? Alright.
It's not that good. It's just a 3-stage RO system over here.
Where do you get something like that?
I get it from Filter Systems Australia. They've got, there you go, Filter Systems Australia. That's where I get all my carbon filters as well.
Sure. So, okay, how do you get your water then completely like?
RO water,
Yeah.
wastewater.
Okay.
So I keep all the wastewater for guppies.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
reuse that?
Yeah, so the wastewater gets up to about 120 to 150 TDS.
Yeah.
It's still cleaner than Brisbane water, because Brisbane water is 250. But guppies love 250 TDS to 300. Yeah, so that's where the RO line is. So it works like a normal tap, but you just drop it to about there and you just pull this out, and it starts like that.
Right.
So we'll walk over there and we'll see the RO system working now. So you can see the RO water's being
How often do you leave this on and flood your garage?
flooded this place so many times, man.
Yeah.
Takes about 6 hours for me to fill this up. I know people with RO systems that can do 100 liters in 1 hour,
Okay.
but yeah, they cost 3 times as much, and I didn't really need it, so
Yeah.
I've just
so
got.
how much does that cost?
It was only like 200, 250.
Let's go.
I mean, most really good ones are like $500 for a 5-stage filter. But I'm pretty sure mine was 250.
And then when we change the water, like how do we clean a tank? Like say we're gonna clean this tank up here, for instance.
It's like any water change. All you have to do is prepare your water.
Yep.
So prepare your water, take water out, put
So
water
what
in.
you'll do is fill that up,
Yep.
and then what will you add to that?
So I use my friend's remineralizer. Actually, I don't have it on top of me here right now, but mine was just 5 mil per 20 liters would get it up to about a TDS of 80. My friend Alan Huang, he does one. So he's a hobbyist as well.
Yeah.
He's not really into the business side of things, but he gets a GH remineralizer from, I believe it's Taiwan. There's quite a few companies that sell good GH remineralizers like Continum and Seacom and all of them, but my friend's one specialized for shrimp.
So you'll fill it up, mix it up in there,
Yeah,
and then it's ready to go.
yeah, it's ready to go. And I mix it up just with an air stone. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do. There is one thing about Caridinas though, they do like very, very slow water changes.
Yeah.
Because when you fluctuate it, they'll all molt.
Yeah.
So any shrimp that isn't healthy and molts unnecessarily will die.
How often will you lose shrimp in here?
I've perfected it to a point where I lose maybe 1 in 100 shrimp every 3 months. Yeah. But it comes from a system that works for me very easily.
Yeah.
It's just telling people what I do, that it's just nothing like fish keeping.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like do 15% water changes fortnightly. They're like, what? I do 50% every week. You know, that sort of talk with cichlids and stuff like that, it's completely different.
I'm worried that maybe my room's too warm for these as well.
It could be. You do have to have a cold room. You
Yeah.
would love Sulawesi shrimp. I don't have any, but you would love
Yeah.
Sulawesi shrimp. Yeah. The Neos are perfect in your conditions.
Talking about the Neos, I think we've done everything now, have we?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, there is one shrimp. These are my blue tangerine tigers.
Oh yeah, we didn't look at these. They blend in for me because of the color blindness.
Yeah, so they're quite transparent. There's something about them. If you magnify each individual shrimp, you'll see that they've got quite intense patterns all over their body.
They do.
Yeah, so for me, I like it. I like how simple it is. I like how easy it is to keep them. You don't have to worry about solidarity or patterns. You just have to keep line breeding to blue.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like, that one on the leaf would be a great one.
Yeah, that's a nice one. This
Very
one's
nice.
obviously not a good one. That's too brown, so I'm gonna have to
Which
take
one?
it out.
That one?
There's one there that's too brown. Yeah, there you go. I think that's the other reason why I like it. I like how it looks so wild.
Have you ever bred an Amano shrimp?
No, I wish. I wish.
You
Seen
gonna try
Amano
it,
shrimps
Bob?
in Japan? Oh, they are cool looking.
Are you ever going to try and do it?
No, because I need salt water and I don't know how to raise them through the larval stage.
Okay.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I might try it.
Yeah.
It'd be an awesome video, imagine that.
There's heaps of Australian natives that are really, really cool to breed, like all the stuff up north.
Yeah, rifles and that.
Yeah, man, rifles
Riffles
are,
or riffles, yeah.
riffles, rifles, they're the bomb. I would love to have a tank full of them. Yeah,
And
I'd
they
love
eat
to have
all sorts of
the
algae, don't they? Like
Yeah.
hair algae and that too.
everything,
That's
everything.
sick. Yeah.
Those Caridina zebras are really cool too. I don't know if you've seen those ones. I don't have them here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're the
They're
ones
from the
that
Dane tree.
Yeah, they're really, really cool.
So good.
Yeah.
I saw Atlas had a few, and I was like this close to getting them, but I just don't have the tanks.
Not only
You
that,
would smash it.
I know so many people that have tried and not been able to breed them.
Really?
Yeah, but I think that the rainwater is so fresh, it's like TDS of
Dude,
30.
it's like when you go there, it's just like never-ending rainwater.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
It's very, very fresh. So
couldn't-
you definitely need RO water for that
Yeah.
one if you wanted to do Caridina zebras. But again, nobody's figured it out.
No.
Hopefully one day somebody will.
yeah.
Neo time! So I haven't done Neos as well as I have in the last few years.
Have you been focused more on the Caridinas?
Yeah, absolutely. And it took me a while to realize how important water parameters are.
Yeah.
I've bred them for ages and ages and ages, and then one day they just stopped. For about 3 years, I struggled. I couldn't figure it out. And when I added GH and KH up to 250, they started breeding again.
So yeah, so Caridina's soft, Neo's hard.
Hard,
Yeah.
very hard. Brisbane water's perfect.
That's why
Brisbane
I'm
water's
breeding
perfect.
so many.
I've always liked yellows. It's just nice to have a tank full of yellows again.
Down here.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're common. They're not rare, but something about a nice yellow tank with a green background.
They just pop.
They just pop, yeah. I like oranges too, but yeah, I think yellows are more popular.
So with these, care-wise,
Just a sponge filter?
just a sponge filter, water changes with tap water.
Yep. Don't overfeed.
Yep.
I have to prepare my tap water to 250 TDS, but you don't have to do a thing. You just have to, for you in Brisbane, you just have to age your water and that's it. Set
These
and
little
go.
babies though, you're doing
Yeah.
really well.
Set and go.
There's babies everywhere, good job.
Yeah. You know when they first came out in the hobby, it took me 3 years to breed them. I don't know
Really?
what it was, I could not breed them. There was one shrimp that I couldn't breed. And then one day it just happened. Just happened and now I can breed them. I still don't know why it took me so long.
How many of these do you make compared to your Caridinas?
I haven't counted.
Do you reckon you make more Neos? So they're more prolific or?
They can be, but ever since I got them to a certain standard or quality, they've been really hard to breed. As in like the yellower they are, the more solid colored they are, they seem to just have more difficulty breathing. So you could say it's inbreeding, but all the Neos are the same. Like, you know, they breed from sister to brother and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's a
Primal.
nutritional issue.
Probably.
Yeah, like they need more, like they need harder minerals, they need more food, they're just more fragile.
My eye keeps getting drawn to this shrimp. Is this a really?
Yep, Red Riley.
Riley, really, yeah.
Yeah, really Riley. There's a few up there in the stone as well.
Oh, they're great. Did you make these?
Yeah, I had a lot of them and I just didn't have the time to focus on them. There was a point when everybody had them, so it was like everybody had them and I didn't need to focus on them at all, and now nobody has them and I have to go back into breeding these guys again.
What's the secret to breeding Rillies?
Realies are easier. Realies are way easier than Neos.
Say I wanted to set up a tank to breed true Rillies.
Yeah.
How would you recommend I go about that? Like,
You just
culling
have to
and-
cull. You just have to cull over and over and over again. It's a never-ending process.
Sure.
I've been doing it for 10 years now. I still have to cull all the time. All you need is one mistake, you know, for a bad girl to breed with a nice boy, and then that's it.
cull weekly or you cull daily? Just whenever you.
Really depends on the breeding cycle.
And when you say cull, you don't just kill them. Like you just.
No, I put them in the guppy tanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the guppies have a good time. So go look up here, and you'll see a lot of culls, carbon Riley culls. So you can see they're all in the
Oh, they look great too.
They're all in the moss, chilling out. So that's their retirement home, their adoption home.
That's very cool. So yeah, those red Rillies are cool. Rileys.
Yeah,
Rillies.
red.
Do you have any more Rileys?
I have orange, but they're not looking great. Like there's a nice orange one right there.
Can you start a colony of shrimp like Neos with 2 shrimp, or do you need?
Absolutely.
They're
Just
not
don't
as-
feed.
Yeah, just don't feed.
Don't feed.
And they don't care to, like, I know their colony, they like being around each other.
Yeah.
Does it matter too much? Like,
No, not really.
it's just the overfeeding's the main issue.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few unusual looking ones there.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize this, but all Riley shrimp can produce blue. So you see the one on the right? See how it's quite blue, like what
Yeah,
you were filming?
That one.
All Riley shrimp can produce blue. So you can make a blue body red Riley, you can make a blue body orange Riley, blue body carbon Riley. So that's another can of worms, whether you wanted to start doing into that. And I've had friends try and do that with great success as well. Just need more tanks, man. I just need more tanks.
Do you have carbon release here?
I do. The majority of them are actually in here, but I don't really push too much for carbon Rileys, and I actually get a lot of them from my Blue Dreams because that's how Blue Dreams were created.
They're made from carbons.
Yeah, they were made from carbons. So I get carbons all the time from my Blue Dream tank. They're nothing special.
You're not focused on them, obviously.
No, I just don't have time.
Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase that. I don't have enough tanks.
Yeah,
I've got to have. I love the Guppies so much. It's hard to not have Guppies sometimes.
Yeah. Guppies and shrimp, hey?
Guppies and shrimp.
We'll look at the guppies soon. Let's wrap up on these Neos. These are
Yeah.
the nicest blue dreams I've ever seen.
That I still haven't culled yet.
Yeah, they look good.
So you can see there's actually quite a few to cull in there. There's a carbon Riley one there that's pregnant.
Where?
If you look,
That's a carbon Riley.
yeah, that's technically a carbon Riley. Can you see the tail is darker and the head is darker?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a blue body carbon Riley.
Where's like the stereo blue dream? Like
The stereo blue dream, I would say, is someone like this one. That's a stereo blue dream.
okay, so it needs. Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. Don't look at me.
Yeah. Okay, so that's like no black or no darkness on it, just like
Yeah,
blue.
just blue. Pure blue from one end to the other.
And you made these, right?
Yes, I made them back in 2014. There's a carbon right here.
That's a great carbon, actually.
I'll keep that one for you. There you go. I'll keep that one for you. So you can start up your own colony
Oh,
of carbons
please,
if
that'd
you
be
want.
cool.
There's another carbon right here with a blue body.
So just cull for those tails.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, dark body, dark tail.
yeah. Yeah, you could restart the Riley revolution.
Please, that'd be.
Because-
I really reckon they should be more popular.
I think so too.
Nah, they were like when I was 14. So that would have been the same time you were doing these, like
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
these. I remember going to the store and I saw blue Rillies and I was like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to me as well. When I saw the first blue cherry, I lost my marbles. But nobody could keep blue cherries stable until me. And it was honestly it wasn't my credit. I learned from the breeders in Germany how they did it. And they all did it from carbon Riley, and I just followed. I was just the first person that followed the process in the country. That's it.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
yeah, there's definitely a few to cull there. We'll definitely pick them every time we see them for you today.
Oh, please, that'd
Yeah,
be
'cause
great.
don't have tanks for them.
Do you have some really nice Bloody Marys as well?
Not at the moment. I made a mistake.
Did you?
Yeah.
'Cause you did last time.
Yeah, they were looking really good last time, but they're not that crash hot at the moment.
What happened?
Long story short, I neglected it. There was too much algae. I fed them too much. And when you feed them too much and there's too much algae, you can't line breed them as well. Because you don't see every single offspring that comes out.
Yeah.
And they mixed up and they got a lot worse over the last few months. So that's my mistake, which is you're actually seeing a cleanup. I cleaned up the whole tank this morning.
Oh well, no, it's good
Yeah.
to show the mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's
Yeah.
the same with fire reds as well. Like you can always make mistakes. You have to be on top of it.
No,
with
it's
shrimp.
nice to know Glenn f***s up too.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Every time. Same with the Rillies. Like literally every Neo I have screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 times. Like oranges, they're my favorites. I have screwed them up more than 5 times.
What are these? Are just normal.
Just normal sun-kissed orange. Yeah. And they're not even, they're not good. But I'm happy to start all over again. It's just fun and easy. There was a buried girl on the gravel. So if you look up in the under gravel filter, that girl at the back, pretty sure she's buried. Nope, she won't cooperate.
No, yeah, she's buried. So I'll start the next lot for you then.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that wraps up shrimp then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think Guppy time.
Guppy time.
I went to Eliza's and she had those Campura.
The blue snakes?
Yeah, the
blue snakes?
Is that, no, the ones, you know with endlers, how you collect them and they're kind of like rainbow fish. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a blue.
Yeah, that would have been the Campoma blue snakes. There's one boy here.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So
he's not the crash hot one. That is one fish that's been in really high demand and I've oversold.
Okay.
Definitely oversold. They breed like rabbits. There was one stage though where I couldn't breed them for a year and a half. No idea why. But they breed like rabbits now. There's definitely no issues.
I guess now that we're 54 minutes into this video and everyone here is here, should we talk about the food?
Absolutely.
Because we can feed it to I don't want to feed it to your shrimp. But
oh, we can definitely feed it to them.
Anyways, yeah, so here's the new food. I brought you a big bag this time. So, but yeah.
The stuff is really, really good. Like I finished your last bag and they just went off.
Yeah,
like
good.
I personally felt that their production rates was much higher as well.
Well, like I said,
I'm not saying this just to say it.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the pellet's a crushable pellet, so
yeah.
And yeah, I do ship it worldwide. But like it comes like that, and then so you get a good look at it there. But yeah, can I feed it to this tank?
Yeah, you can feed it to any tank.
So you could
the cobras,
for instance, you could just drop it in and it'll sink like that, or if you want to, you can crush it up. It breaks up on the top. So if you got heaps of babies in that,
I'll do this one.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, so see, the babies actually get a chance to eat it.
And that's exactly why I like it.
Yeah. You can mix it up with water and you can make a paste with it. It's basically just really good ingredients that you can use as your fish cereal. Easily. Yeah.
It's a really good compliment, but I want to try it in one of the shrimp tanks too.
If you want, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I'll throw one in and we'll come back to it in 5 minutes. There you go.
This is in the mixed tank.
We did this last time and they came to it within 2-3 minutes and they went absolutely off.
No, it's a great food.
Yeah.
So
there you go, there's one. He's like, oh, what's this?
I don't know, it's hard for me to say because it's my food. I
definitely endorse it.
Yeah.
You don't even have to convince me. That's why I asked for a kilo of it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, buy it down below because it helps to, I want to get another one going and
absolutely.
Money helps to keep things going, so.
I don't know how to explain it, but food is so important. People always say you can use all types of food. But
no, you can't. I don't get bloat anymore with this.
Yeah.
I don't get bloat anymore. I used to get so much fucking bloat.
Yeah.
Just from feeding the flakes and the pellets and I used to cut corners with my food. I used really cheap food and the results would 100% show for it. You'd get bloat, less eggs, everything. So
the main one for this is that it keeps the young babies really healthy.
Yeah.
Their growth rate is so much faster and they can survive around their parents easier as well. So that's why I really like this food, especially for my particular type of breeding setup. This is perfect.
Anyways, enough about my food. Let's show us some cool fish.
Top blue lace swords. So they're quite a wild strain. They're just line bred for their top swords. They're not the bluest at the moment. It's a bit hard to show the blue in them.
Yeah.
Definitely a sentimental. I'm gonna say everything's my favorite, so you're just gonna have to get ready for that. But it's definitely a sentimental one that I can't ever not have. Basically,
is it a guppy?
Yeah, it's a Guppy reticulata.
Yeah.
Everything that I have in the tank is something that I can't not have.
Yeah, I mean
it's not a case of favorites.
No, yeah.
This is very, very popular.
Oh yeah.
More white. I prefer the white look in them, but a lot of people like to call them blue opals.
Do you mind having these blonde females in there?
Yeah, love them.
Okay, so you want the blondes rather than these?
I like the blondes and the greys together because for me, the stability is about the opal color. It's not about the body. So there's, there's bronze, blonde and grey guppies.
Yeah.
It actually really makes it a lot easier to keep guppies if you have different bodies in there because their genetic variety is higher.
Okay.
You've bred lots of high-end fancy guppies, right?
I'm not a good genetic breeder. I'm good at making more fish, but I'm
Well, you
not
know, like bluegrass guppies and Dumbo guppies?
Yeah.
Have you seen how, like, a lot of people they just drop dead on people
Yeah.
all the time? I find that if I cross them to blonde bodies and bronze bodies, you don't have that problem.
Okay. We talked about these a lot in the last tour.
The Santa Marias,
Yeah, Santa Maria's, yeah.
with the monster at the top.
Yeah. The baby killer.
Yeah, the baby killer.
Yeah.
Nah, there's more than enough guppy grass,
Yeah, they can
so
get
they'll
away.
be fine. Yeah, Santa Marias. They just look cool. Just simple half body,
Nice.
like another version of a neon tetra, so to speak.
Yeah. I guess, in a way. Like a neon
Yeah,
tetra
in a
that
way.
breeds easy.
Yeah.
They probably have a little bit less colour.
Yeah. At the moment, for some reason, they do. I'm not sure why.
I think maybe seasons have a big thing
Yeah.
with your rooms.
It's definitely seasonal. No one's breeding as much as they should be. I know it looks really full, but it's because I don't sell
Yeah.
much. But they're not breeding like they normally do. Summer hits and they're just breeding every week.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll go for this whole thing up here.
Yeah.
Are these the rubras?
So they're the orange spotted N-class endlers. They're as wild as you can get. They actually have a variety of different types of orange colors, but I pick the ones that look spotted. So if you look at all the boys, they all got like a hint of orange spots in them.
Yeah.
Really, really simple looking fish.
And these, like, these, yeah, they're not popular, are
They're
they?
not popular at all.
But they're like the wild endler.
Yeah, they're one of the wildest ones you can get. There's something about the simplicity of them.
I mean, you're a collector. You've
Yeah.
done it a long time, so your taste is completely different than someone else's.
Yes, very, very different.
These are the orchids next door.
Yeah, they're the ones that are, in my opinion, they're the nicest looking wild class endler there is.
And these are a wild as well, orchids?
Yep.
Oh, they're definitely better looking.
Yeah,
I love the black sail fin.
yeah, the blackness.
Oh no, on the females, they got a little black sail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the males, yeah, the males just...
The males are just cool, yeah. Especially when they want to breed.
I reckon endlers, shrimp, just nanos are going to really explode more in the next like 5 years. Like, especially
Yeah.
as people get apartments. So I think these all become a lot more popular than you.
Yeah, I felt that they've already exploded since COVID.
They definitely have,
Yeah.
but I reckon they got even more. Like,
Yeah.
I reckon we'll see people stopping like, you know, like angels and just focusing on these little things.
When I was keeping cichlids, my electricity bill was 1.8
That's
grand.
yeah,
every
exactly.
term. I love cichlids, but I just don't have room.
Wait, do you want to feed these some food?
Yeah.
There's that real crush up. That's just one pellet there. So
That's just one. Look at how much it goes. It's everywhere. And look at these babies going off.
must have, I think, if you got any guppies. So
100%.
nice. Yeah, they're going to town on it. They're going crazy for it.
I'm gonna do the one next to you in a second.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what are these next door?
Wild orange dorsal reticulata. So
I
they're a
see.
wild guppy that I've line bred for the blue. See if you can see it, for the blue and the orange.
Oh yep.
Can you see some of the?
Yeah, I see that blue.
It's just hard to show their colors, unfortunately.
You need like a planted scape.
Yeah,
No, they're beautiful.
yeah.
Cool. Wild reticulatus.
Yeah, wild blue.
All right.
Wild blue.
I'll get down from here.
You're like the ginger rubras. They're over there.
Down there.
So if you just come down, the ginger rubras and the emerald swords.
You don't have too many.
No, not at the moment.
What happened?
They're just not breeding as much as they should.
Yeah, it's come summertime.
Can you see the colors now?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Come on, boys and girls. Notice there's blonde ones and grey ones.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a few crashes with them when I first had them. And then ever since I've mixed the blondes and the greys together and line bred them, no problems at all.
I'm going nuts for the bug buffet.
I love
catch
that.
my eyes, dude.
Yeah, no, they've crashed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another one that I have no idea why.
Are these, what are they called again? Snow White?
Yeah, snow whites with thread fins. Don't know if you can see the thread fins at the back.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
thread
soft
fins that-
water too. That could be the Gold Coast water.
Yeah. Definitely. So I've added a lot of coral in quite a few tanks. This is one particular one that I'm having trouble with right now, but it always comes and goes. Like, I'm pretty sure those two girls are prego.
Look, they're even eating it. Look at how small their little mouths are.
I love threadfins.
Me too.
They are such an underrated fish.
They're just really impossibly hard for people to keep, I think.
Really?
I think people have a hard time feeding them. So,
They need really small food.
and that's why the bug buffet is
Yes,
so good.
yeah, they prefer they can't eat flakes.
No, they
Not-
only eat
not in my
brine shrimp
opinion.
and bug buffet for me.
Yep. Any sort of powder food works, but definitely bug buffet is a perfect complement to their diet.
Yeah, it's just easier than hatching out brine shrimp. So.
Yeah. Emeralds.
Oh,
So they're doing really well. at the
and they're
moment.
booming with the guppy grass as well. So these are an emerald endler.
Guppy actually.
I get so confused.
Yeah, that's normal because a lot of guppies are bred to be small. They look like endlers.
So is this a good one there? Like this male?
He's okay. There's quite a lot of variety, genetic varieties in these guys. So the guy that actually created them has more than 8 different types of phenotypes. That's a nice one, the one in front of you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's really nice. But they're supposed to be even bigger, if it's possible. But you need more tanks. You know, you need a nice pond.
Yeah.
That will get them really big.
But yeah, so these are still like something you're working on though. Like you got a bit more time with them before you perfect them.
I don't think there is a perfection process to these ones. Because they got 8 different phenotypes, that's what makes them so strong and so easy. It's a guppy that I just want to sit back and watch. I don't want to have to do all the work trying to line breed them over and over again. I like the surprises.
Okay.
And there's actually some purple genes in them too. So I'm hoping that one day I can get a purple emerald.
Yeah.
And I've had 1 or 2 come out, but yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and sometimes I like it when they have a lot of snake skin in them, like that boy there. But sometimes I like it when they don't have any patterns and they're just a platinum green. But it's hard, like unless I have more tanks, can't do it. These ones, they're multicolored.
These are a guppy.
Yeah, they're technically called an AB saddleback, but I just call them multicolored round tails.
Oh, look at the females.
Everything about them is cool.
Yeah. They're your favorite?
Definitely my favorite. Definitely my favorite. In terms of like color variety, it's just got everything. It's got yellow, blue, red, orange, green, purple. Like
Yeah.
everything's in there.
That's sick. They look so good.
And the fact that they're small and easy.
Nice.
Yeah, but the funny thing is my most asked fish is the snakeskin koi.
Snakeskin kois.
Which is this one.
Koi's are so popular right now.
Yeah. I don't like kois except for this.
How do you
Really,
stop them
really
eating their babies so bad? Like koi's are really bad for eating their babies, I found.
brine shrimp, brine shrimp, brine shrimp, brine shrimp.
I'll do that.
Baby brine shrimp. You know that you see the subwasser tang at the bottom?
Yeah.
That makes a big difference with their hiding.
Okay.
And I have these dodgy little plastic, whatever you
Floating
call it.
grass.
They were meant to be like bottom grass.
Yeah.
But I just let them float, turn it upside down, and they hide in there all the time.
They're unreal these.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think the males just...
The males are striking.
Yeah.
They're so cool. When you look at them properly, their pattern is just really intense. Frisky.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Frisky boy.
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah.
There was one that I saw before that I really need you to talk to me about.
What color?
It's like a black and gold one.
Black and gold. Black and gold. Oh, the Tiger King Cobras. You've got some now.
No, there wasn't those. I saw them before and I was like, oh, I want to talk about these later. Like the females have these.
Yeah, they're the Tiger King
They're
Cobras.
Tiger King Cobras.
Yeah, they're with the marbling body.
Oh, okay, so they're just
Yeah.
young, these ones.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought they
yeah.
were an Endler and I was like, oh, I'm getting these for sure. No, the females look unreal.
Yeah. You remember Brisbane Guppy Keeper? You've
Yeah.
met him, right?
Yeah, Nat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I've got a
he's-
video with him coming out.
Yeah, Nat's got some really nice Tiger King Cobras. They're like the biggest trend as well at the moment. Everybody loves them. I can see why. I freaking love them.
Yeah, I mean, and even like, look how young they are. Look, they look so good.
They're meant to be quite a big delta tail guppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the latest batch.
Yeah.
I actually have all the adults outside. Because I bred so much of them, I wanted to see if they would survive winter with the polycarbonate, like a greenhouse.
We'll look at that in a minute.
Yeah.
Should we talk about these guppies real quick and then we'll go outside?
Yeah, sure.
We've done.
Yeah, we've done all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the platinum pinks are pretty cool too.
Oh, yeah.
So these ones there. But this is a personal preference, hey?
So those are platinum pinks. Yeah, I can't get them to breed true at my room.
Oh, really?
No, I probably just got a bad batch. I probably got someone's culls.
Okay. So they are originally from a wild type antler crossed to magenta, to the magenta gene. And that's where chilies came from. So the platinums originally came from chilies.
That's cool.
I just like them because they're pink.
Yeah.
Like a lot of pink guppies are albinos, and I find albinos just too fragile for the hobby.
They're
Too many
freaky
people,
too.
yeah, too many people have too much trouble with them, and that's one thing I want to do to the hobby, which is make easy to breed, easy to grow fish,
Yeah.
especially
fish.
guppies.
Yeah.
Especially guppies. They should be easy. They shouldn't be hard.
Cool. All right, let's look at these. What are these ones?
Ivory mosaic, ivory blue mosaic.
Did you get these from that?
No, I've had these for 6, 7, 8 years. It's just been, I've had crash after crash, but it's been really good so far. Yeah, they're just striking. And we've got these
Yellow
together
tuxedos.
for me and Matt. Eat.
Nice dirty tank for them.
Yeah, dirty tank. Good old Dumbo ears.
They were so popular at one point.
They are.
They still are, but
Yeah, I like them a lot.
they look so cool.
I have one thing that not a lot of people have, which is your metal red lace.
Yeah.
So he's the stud. He is an
Which one?
excellent stud.
Oh, him.
Yeah, he's an excellent stud.
Metal red lace.
Yeah, if only he'll come forward.
He'll come forward.
But all the boys are on the left side. So I select all the boys and I put them out on the left to grow up. I don't even notice there's a few that are grey with completely red bodies. That's just the off throws. You always get a few with metal red lace. Because metal red lace is a Moscow cross lace guppy. So you're always going to have a bit of variety in them. Boys in front. Oh, let's go!
Look at him. Wait, while we're here, the moina culture.
Look down there under the light.
So you're just doing this inside.
Yeah, they don't do well in winter outside for me.
How do you do you get many inside?
Not as much as I can outside when the weather is a lot warmer. But what I do is I just keep them inside for backup,
Okay.
just in case. Because I really like this culture. I think it's an amazing food source.
So right now you're just kind of like just leaving them in here, just back up.
Yeah.
Do you feed this at all, or?
I just water change with green water.
Okay.
So for my ponds outside, I just do water changes with the green water, and
You just leave the light on 24/7?
Not at the moment. I just leave it on a timer.
Okay.
I use it to feed whatever guppy I'm having trouble with.
Okay.
Yeah, just for extra nutrition.
And you also do brine shrimp here.
Yes.
And
I tried for a long time not to use brine shrimp, just because of how much work there is, but it really makes a world of difference. Hey, it's unparalleled.
Well,
That's it in the guppy room.
there's a lot of tanks, but
Yeah.
there's more.
There is.
We'll go outside and have a look at your ponds.
Yeah, sure.
All right, easy.
Yeah, you pick her up, she just has a big cry. Yeah, whatever.
Alrighty.
So, this is the backyard pond.
Ah.
It all started from my love for breeding guppies, but now I just want different types of water lilies. So there's not too many down there, but
The garbage bins.
the garbage bins, mate. Guess who I learned that from?
The bin
Some
breeder.
guy. Some guy.
Master bin breeder.
Oh, mate, saved me so much money. Saved me so much money.
That's cool.
There's a few there with eggs actually coming up right now.
So these are all your Madukas. So you got.
Yeah.
What have you got here? I mean, it's gonna be hard to see. 'em.
These are the Miyuki Blues.
Which ones?
The ones in front of
These are
you.
Miyuki blues.
Yep, the one on your left are oranges. I've got a mixture of platinum whites
Are you
next to it.
picking eggs out of these?
Not at the moment. They only just started egging up.
Oh yeah, egged
Yeah.
out. Look at that. They're
Have you
huge
found any eggs already?
Yeah.
Oh damn! Time to move.
They're huge
Those are
eggs.
huge eggs.
Okay, I'm just feeding them to the bottom ones. Sorry. I'm picking them. I'm like,
That's
hey
right,
guys,
now I
food. So these are the oranges.
Yep.
These are stunning. Platinum.
So they're the original of the originals. They're a mixture of Miyukis that produce platinum whites. So they're like the source for all the whites. I actually just had Miyukis, a mixture of Miyukis and whites at the start.
Look how well
So
the
those
lotus,
are all white, yeah.
Look, the lotus is going crazy.
I can't wait till you see the flowers, man. I'm just gonna send you photos of flowers all
Yeah,
day.
do it.
It's horrible. It's a horrible hobby.
What are these?
Everyone just laughs at me because I'm like, look at these flowers.
So this isn't lotus.
Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream. So the flower is. Oh, did you notice something?
No.
Rads.
Where?
They'll come out. You see, they'll come out.
Oh yeah. What are these? Tiawas or?
There's a mixture of the tiawas. Hold on, let me check. I've got tiaras. I've got Evan's head, and I've got. Geez, let me check my notes. I put it down.
Sorting through them.
Nah, my notes are there. All I have to write is rad, and it'll tell me that those are punas.
Oh, puna. You got punas? Who'd you get the punas off?
Leonardo.
Oh, I want some of those. Those are like the Praecox rad. They're the best ones.
They're the orange and...
Yeah, man. They're just blue, red, orange, anything you want on them. They're good.
No, sorry, these are Tiawa Creeks.
Oh, okay.
These are Tiawas.
Oh, they suck then.
I'll show you where the punas and the Evans head are.
No, they're cool still. Can you grow lilies inside?
Hey?
Could you reckon I could grow lilies in my...
I would love to try it, but I don't know. I feel
Do they
like
need highlight or?
they actually have they generally always have like this insect. It's I can't remember the name of it now, but it eats the leaves. And this has actually been the best place for them. Like it looks like a shithole, but because the sun is so intense, it kills all the insects from eating the leaves.
Okay.
While when I had the ponds over there, I would lose leaves all the time, and the water lilies didn't actually go well.
Right.
So I always tell everyone, when in doubt, treat them like shit. It works.
What's they got shrimp in here too.
Yeah, so those are the fire reds. I've got a few fire reds in there. There's too much algae at the moment, but there's some fire reds. These are the punas.
These are punas.
Yeah, the punas are in there.
Is it just punas in here?
Yes, just punas, and the Evans heads are over here.
For me.
So I've been trying to see whether that would work as a greenhouse. So far it has, because I've had guppies survive the whole winter.
I'm not even getting any eggs yet. Too cold.
Yeah.
Way too cold.
I don't use the noodle stuff anymore too.
So I saw what are you putting polycarb sheets over the top?
Yeah.
And
it
it's just
keeps.
insulated.
Yeah, that's been working for me so far.
Huh. Interesting.
It was just 2 trials, and yeah, it seems to work. So next winter I'll do it. But these are the metal red lace guppies. There's a bunch of fire reds in there, and Evans head rads. They'll come out if you can see them.
So
Man, I should get an iPhone.
you should, man. Oh, they're down the bottom there.
Yeah. Oh, they just swam past. There you go. There's so many water lily babies, by the way. If you want any,
Can I try? Yeah.
see this one. It's yours. So we can take it.
Do you reckon it'll I'll try it in the tank.
I'll grab some bags for you, and we'll bag them up. That's a very nice purple, pink one.
Yeah, all right, let's leave it here. We'll do it after. But
Yeah.
so what you just kind of do these ponds for a bit of fun and
I just want flowers. I
Yeah.
want a water lily. Like I don't like normal plants. I just love water lilies. Something about them.
so these are pink.
Yeah, these are pink. I've actually kind of lost the notes for what these are.
These are
So
red lotus, I think. Aren't
I'm only going to find out what they are when they flower.
they? Yeah, they look like a lotus. They look
Yeah.
like a tricolour lotus maybe or something.
Yeah, but they're beautiful. There's quite a variety. I've got some blue ones, orange ones. I'll send you the photos when they flower up.
Yeah.
And you'll just be like, can I have some of them? Trust me, you will say that.
Why do you put this stuff in here?
It's perfect for shrimp. So,
Okay.
yeah, come over here.
So you're breeding shrimp outside too?
Yeah, so have a look. If you have a look at the sheets, you can see shrimps on it. I don't know if you can see the light.
Little blue ones. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
Yeah. So they eat all the bacteria that grows on these sheets.
Just Hessian bags, is it?
Yeah, man. Just keep it there and there's more biofilm and they just end up picking on it all day.
Beautiful. That's cool.
So I don't know if this, let's see if this works.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Have a look at this. Have a look at my hands. And look at how many shrimp they are.
And they've been breeding in winter.
Yep. So if you pull it out, you'll see shrimps everywhere, all around. Yeah, that's how some breeders do it.
Where'd you learn this?
I learned it from a friend from Taiwan.
Alright.
Yeah, he just had this. In fact, he actually had loofahs in there.
That's what they've been using loofahs for Medaka breeding as well.
Yeah. And I was like, why the hell do you have a shower loofah in there? He's like, he pulls it up and just shows me, and there's shrimp all around it. I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
genius, absolute genius.
Well, I guess that kind of wraps it up, does it?
Yeah.
No, thank you so
that's-
much, Glenn.
That's all right.
This is, honestly, I love coming here. We're going to come back again, and
Yeah.
as long as you let me come and film here, we're going to do it. So
When summer hits, I can't wait to show you the flowers.
yeah, once the lilies go, and we'll come back and
Yeah.
follow up.
And then hopefully we can have a look at all these rads and see how they're going in there as well. And
Hell
the
yeah.
thread fins are in here too, so there'll be some good GoPro stuff
That'll
for
be
thread
cool.
fins.
All right, thanks,
problem.
guys. Cheers.
See you.